Good morning, ladies and gentlemen. Welcome to the channel once again. Welcome to the delayed flight. We are leaving from Paphos International finally. It is about time. And we will be leaving with the Icon A5. We are not in a hurry, so let us have a last coffee, I suppose. Στέφανε, κάνε μου έναν βαρύ γλυκό. Φεύγουμε όπου να είναι. Now the truth is that I have a few tasks for you. Since we spent some time with the Icon A5 recently, I want to believe that you know the startup of the plane already, and this will be your first task, the startup of the Icon A5. And since we spent some time with the drone camera recently, which I'm using right now, there are many tutorials in the site for you who are interested. Your second task will be to take the plane out of here and to place it with the Slew Mode somewhere in the outside area close to the buses. Which means, of course, that you know already how to handle the Slew Mode on the ground, isn't it? The plane is not in the airfield outside. You know, I brought the plane here, somewhere nearby. You see, here is the Icon A5.
Huh?
Στέφανε, άσε τη μαντάμ και κάνε τον καφέ να φεύγουμε σιγά σιγά. So, first of all, I suppose we must find the buses outside of the airport, isn't it? Which means that we use the drone camera right now, as I said. I speed up slightly. And you must place the plane, let's say, somewhere here. Exactly. Somewhere here it will be just excellent. Okay? So that means that we must use the Slew Mode, isn't it? Right now we use the drone camera, of course. I know this airport very well already. It is not the first time that we landed here. So, with the drone camera already you know where to place the plane. Actually, behind Stefanos is the outside area and the buses. Which means that we go inside our plane with insert. Here it is. And now we press Y. We enter the Slew Mode. We use the numbers on the keypad. The cross, as we said many times. 8, 4, 6 and 2. And we turn, we rotate with 1 and 3. So, rotation 3. Okay. 8. Rotation again with 1 this time. And 8 again. You see, somewhere here. Rotation 1 and 3. 8, the numpad. 4. and 8. Rotation 1 and 3. Somewhere here it is just fine. Why? You see, we exit slew mode and here we are again. Of course, the drone camera is left in the cafe of the airport, because if we press insert, we see that we were somewhere here. But now the plane is not here anymore. So how do we go behind our plane? Pressing 5. Here it is. 5 on the numpad. And if I want to be more precise, I can as well proceed to the startup of the plane. CTRL plus E, isn't it? I release the parking brakes. The extreme turnability of the Icon A5, you can place this plane everywhere you want. And here it is, let's say, somewhere here. Okay. This was not the startup of the plane. We used, let's say, the quick command, CTRL plus E. And CTRL Shift plus E, we shut off the engine, one engine, and we turn off the battery. Now, as I said, your next task will be the startup of the plane normally. I mean, there is no easier startup than this one of the Icon A5. This plane is really small and it is really wonderful. It has features that you don't see even in bigger planes. And then I would like you to take the plane, okay, and to go somewhere here. I will show you exactly where. It is not the runway exactly, but there is plenty of space. And ladies and gentlemen, I want you to depart from... I would like you to depart from here, actually. I want you to bring the plane exactly here. Use all the runway. I mean, you know, all this terrain here. This will be your runway. I had some simulations. There is plenty of space and there is enough time to take off.
Huh?
So bring the plane here, okay? And from here we will depart. We will not depart from the runway of Paphos International this time, okay? You will speed up all the way. Trust me, there is plenty of runway. We will manage to depart. Okay, so next task is the startup of the Icon A5. I suppose we must go inside our plane first, isn't it? Your height is somewhere here, okay? This is a small plane. Somewhere here is your height. Okay. Let us throw the pilots out of here and let us have the control. Parking brakes are set. This is important. F to restore the camera view. Why is it important that parking brakes are set? Do you know why? I mean, you know, we can have another plane and parking brakes, it is not necessary to be set. Because, you know, this plane has a tendency to accelerate. And if we start the engine and the parking brakes are released, we will find ourselves inside the bus. This is why. There is no idle in this plane. There is no idle. Okay, this plane always has this tendency to move. And this is why I insist about this, that parking brakes on the icon A5, here are the parking brakes, must always be set in the on position. 3 things you only have to do, isn't it? Only 3 things. The valve, quickly because fuel is running. The battery, Garmin soon will be activated, immediately actually. There is no alignment. And here is the key of your car, of your flying Ferrari. 1, 2, 3. Start the engines. You see? Now, for instance, if the parking brakes were not set, isn't it? We will be inside the bus already. So now I press the brakes, okay? I use the controller actually. I press the brakes. These are important small details about the Icon A5. Don't release the brakes. And just release the parking brakes here. F to restore the camera, okay? Keep pressing the brakes. The wonderful turnability of the Icon A5. Release the brakes and quickly. You see? Engine is on idle, but still the plane has a tendency to accelerate, as I said, and actually quite fast. Okay. You only have to press the brakes, no throttle. Just press the brakes and have a look at the wonderful turnability of the Icon A5. I release the brakes. No other plane can turn like the Icon A5. Here it is. Okay. Exactly. So once again, I set the parking brakes. Okay. And we will take off actually from here. Okay, cabin lighting, though it is day, we can as well let it maybe 50%. Okay, 65. Ladies and gentlemen, this will be all for now. Next clip, I promise you, we are leaving Paphos International Airport in Cyprus. Thank you for watching this clip. Hope to see you soon to the next one. Till then, you take care and bye for now.